Well, the League's demand comes as the Syrian National Council meets in Tunisia to devise its next step. It's trying to position itself as an alternative to the administration of Bashar Al Assad. Our correspondent Hashem Ahelbarra is at that summit and joins us now. Hashem, I first want to get some reaction to what's been going on here with the Arab League and a reaction to the fact that they say they're giving them a deadline before they take this to the UN Security Council.
Well, we did manage to talk to some members of the SNC meeting as we speak now on the outskirts of the capital, Tunis. And they basically said that they welcome the decision by the Arab League for this final, what looks like a final deadline to the 21st of December before referring the whole case to the United Nations Security Council. They warned at the same time that the Syrian regime would use the same old tactics to try to win more time by offering new provisions into the Arab initiatives. Now they think that they are going to be able to have the case referred to the United Nations to put more pressure on the Syrian regime to step aside as soon as possible.
Now, Hajib, as we said, that the SNC have been meeting there to provide a credible alternative to the government of Bashar Al Assad. How have those talks been going? Any progress on that?
They've been telling us they're making significant progress, particularly when it comes to finalizing the blueprint, the plan of actions. In fact, they have reached the point where they have agreed on the makeup of the transitional period and the post-Bashar al-Assad era in Syria. And this is something that they will consult with their friends, as they describe it, in the Arab League and also the international community before they make it public in the coming days. At the same time, they are now more confident that from tomorrow, when they finish the meetings in Tunisia, the world will see a much more different SNC with a stronger stance, a united stance, more coordination with the opposition on the ground in Syria, with the military council, with the Free Army, and basically with all the components of the Syrian opposition to be able to tell the world, now, you have to understand that it's time for Al-Assad to go and us to take charge of the country's destiny.
Hajim, of course, Tunisia is where all this started. It's ground zero for all the revolutions. It's after it was sparked there that it spread to the rest of the Arab nation. But how is Tunisia handling its transition to democracy?
Very extraordinary times here in Tunisia. Sense of hope, sense that we're building a new nation from scratch, turning the page of decades of dictatorship and autocracy. President Monsef al-Marzouki today with senior officials, the Prime Minister, went to the heart-scrabble city of Sidi Bouzid, where the first spark of the revolution was ignited. He spoke with the people. He said, you know what? This is going to be a new chapter, and he renewed his commitment to build a strong democracy in Tunisia and also to compensate the poor and those who were killed, the families of those who were killed during the revolution. But he made it quite clear that from now onwards, Tunisia is not going to be just about coastal rich cities, but it's going to be more about rehabilitating the poor areas, particularly in the southern part of the country. I was there in Sidi Bouzid about 2 days ago talking to the people. What I found out, to my surprise, was a simmering sense of discontent and despair. People were basically telling me they were betrayed by the new political elite.